dias. Buenos dias. It makes me smile. It makes me want to laugh. It makes me want to smile. Or it makes me want to cry because I should have been long since last week still. I could have stayed long with a runner. I'm going to start trading, I think, some minis. You know what I mean? I mean, some micros once in a while. Maybe not on stream, but on my own, on a separate account. And I'm just going to be buying long every single time we get a dip. It's honestly, it's remarkable how this thing just works like this. And it's continuously endless kind of repetition. We get the dip, we get the rip. We get the dip, we get the rip. And hence why over time, I'm just always bullish on price. I've been like this for like maybe 2 years now almost. And there's a kind of a good reason for it, I would argue, because I'm not saying I knew this was gonna happen. This is inevitable, okay? The thing is obviously we just don't know when. So this is why for me it's like I'm just trying to buy every level of support. I come on stream and I'm like, okay, let's buy the next level of support. Let's wait for the dip, and so we get the rip. Because in my opinion, it's just much easier over time to be a winner. I mean, I don't know if it makes sense. It might not make sense to some people, but in my opinion, it makes sense. Like, for example, right here, right now, what can I possibly do here? Think about it. We are just pumping right now. There's absolutely no need to try and short this thing. And yet, that's kind of the only real amazing kind of trade that we kind of have lining up potentially could be a good short because we're pumping. You know what I mean? Like I got to kind of look the other way, but obviously I'm not going to touch what's it called? The stove that's lit up, that's on fire. I burned my hands too many times already. But what I'm trying to say is right now you can film along this here at 32. But, I would not do it. But I'm just saying I have no trade here right now. I'm going to wait for market to open on up. Maybe it'll introduce some more volatility. And just like that, we are off to the highs. Where's the all-time high here? The all-time high is at 53.25. Let me just verify this here on the big 53.25. So all-time high is at 53.25. And we are probably hunting that level. I don't know about straight up right now. Like maybe I think we need a dip first. You know what I mean? I'm all bullish, but I also like the dip. Maybe if we get a nice little dip, and then we get the continuation of the rip, that would be nice. But just going straight up right now, I'm not gonna be chasing that, obviously. But something worth noting here is how beautiful this is predictable. I actually mentioned this on the Discord here, so I kind of want to give you the long version. It's Monday. We got a couple minutes left for the market to open on up here, and I mean, you got to understand history in order for you to understand kind of why all this is very important. Let me get this kind of looking good here on the top here. All right. So I know this will be a little bit tricky just to kind of follow along with the little arrows there because the little dots, right? If I draw a line here, everything comes back on and it's just worse. So this is what I'm talking about. So Trump gets elected, all these things. It really doesn't matter what happens. I would really love, I'm going to make a video, I think, about that these things are inevitable. They don't happen out of coincidence. They don't happen out of thin air. Okay, so we have a major level of support here. We flush down. We kind of build this like bottom pattern down here. And then you can say elections, earnings. I don't care what you say, honestly. But at the end of the day, we reclaim a major level. We have a nice trap to the downside. So in the end, we just continue pushing up higher. Hence why even ahead of the elections, I said, I even have a video there talking about how it really doesn't matter who wins. Whether that's Kamala, whether that's Trump. The only thing that really matters is following price. Who cares who wins? Because in the end, price was very clear. We were likely in a bottom here. We had reclaimed very key levels, and then we just pushed up to new highs. So regardless of that, okay, once we get up here, it is extremely difficult to be picking a top here. It's extremely difficult to be picking a top here. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's extremely difficult to know where the top is. So instead, I know that at the breakdown of a major level, which was 91 down here, at the breakdown here, we were going to be in for a dip, okay? This is not hindsight talking about it. This is things that we are talking about in the community. So it's all timestamp. It's all there. So we break down this 91, 93 area down here, and then boom, we get the basically the dump or a 2-day. It was really a 1-day major sell. The other one I wouldn't really consider a kind of a dump. And then we basically do the same thing here. We have a trap to the downside. We have, by the way, this is the hourly candle. We have a continuation, the pump, and then we get the cousin of the back of the trap, which is the back test. Look how perfectly it tested support. So this was support. Okay. Why was this support? Let's not get into it. This was support. We get the trap below support. We get the rally. We get the back test of that support to the tick. And then hence why I've been bullish pretty much all of last week. And there was no need to be trying to short anything here today. So if you shorted today, I mean, I don't know why. Like, unless you're feeling like, you know, gambling or something, then fine. But if you're trading thesis, if your best idea was to come here and short the choo-choo train, and that was your trading plan to get short today, well then I don't know if I should just feel sorry or just send you to the channel over there and, you know, learn some more about technical analysis, because this was not a bearish picture one single bit. So hence why on the Discord here, I release my plan pretty much every single day ahead of time. I released this yesterday, and all of here, I'm talking about basically how we are just followers of price. We want to be a follower of price because price is king. I keep on repeating that. And all my trade entries and every idea I had here is bullish to the long side. There was one short idea, which was below 50.48. That is the only way that I would get short, because at that point I'm thinking that the trend is changing. I'm thinking that we are bearish, or I'm thinking that we could be potentially reversing some of this move to the downside. Did that happen? No. So why was I going to short? There is no reason to short. And then you might say, well, look at this gap. Look at this gap fill. Why weren't you looking for the gap fill? I mentioned if the gap manages to fill, that would be a perfect long opportunity. I know I'm giving you the long story here, but I need you to understand this is Monday. This is Monday. If you're not set up already with your right mentality on Monday, you're not all week long. So we get the gap fill. Even if we get the gap fill today, I still like it better for a long. That would be the perfect long in my opinion. So today's going to require a lot of patience on my end. But the point is simple. We are now testing the higher levels of resistance here. And then we have the all-time high sitting at the 53.25. Point is simple. This was always a bullish picture. This was inevitable. Don't get caught up with the drama. Look what's going on worldwide. Trump got elected, which was apparently bad, right? Markets pushed up higher. Interest rates are dropping, which I guess some people would argue it's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. Depending on who you listen to, it means both things. The markets pushed up higher. Look at the headlines worldwide. It is nothing but war-threatening headlines between Russia, Ukraine, the Palestinian stuff, and Israel, and all these things worldwide. And what has the market done? It just pushed up higher. So we need to let go of the noise. You need to just, be at peace with the rest of the world and simply follow the price, because price is king. That's the point for today, I guess. Anyways, now let's get down to the real plan over here. My real plan right now, I'm going to tell you straight up here, and it's a beautiful plan. It is gorgeous. It is the only one and only plan that you, I think, need as well. And that is, we need one thing. Where did it go? We need none other than the Wheel of Fortune. Because right now we're going to need a lot of patience. So let's see if the Wheel of Fortune can kind of give me something. We got the pump, we got the dump, we got the chop with the yellow, green for pump, of course, and the red for the dump. Whatever this thing tells me to do is what I'm going to be doing today. No, that's a joke. Let's see what's going to happen at the opening price. Tell us the magical spin the wheel, Wheel of Fortune. Chop. That's a very likely scenario, I will say. We could be in for some chop, which is okay. On Friday, I did not agree with the Wheel of Fortune because the Wheel of Fortune thought that I think we're going to dump or chop. I thought we were gonna pump, which we did. And today I think it wants to chop. So I'm kind of with you on that one, Crystal Ball. Levels of support, if you're kind of just here sitting wondering like where are levels of support, resistance. Well, I got 2732 area as being resistance. We of course have just pushed through that. So is this gonna hold up as resistance right now? I do see we have a little micro trap to the upside there. So perhaps that might hold up. Again, I'm not going to be shorting this thing. I'm just telling you what I see. Above my level of resistance, we have already attempted to break out. So yes, there could be an argument for a short here. I am not going to short nothing. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Bon dia. Buenos dias. But what I do kind of want to emphasize here is that knowing that we are at a level of resistance, why am I going to take a long? You know what I mean? We could easily pull back. Does that mean I need to get short here? No. If you want to take the aggressive short, then be my guest. You know what I mean? I know this is resistance. It's a shortable resistance, but I choose not to trade like that. That's my personal issue. I gotta worry about growing my accounts the best possible way and the safest, most attractive way for me. Market's now open for business, by the way. I forgot to mention here. So we're starting to pull back here. This level of resistance kind of giving us a little bit of problems right now. We have 2732 level. We have this kind of micro trap right now to the upside here, as mentioned. So I'm not gonna get long right when there's a trap to the upside and we're at a level of resistance. Does that mean I need to be short? Probably. Be my guest. It's Monday for me. I like to take it easy. But understand that, I'm seeing the market go up, but I have no FOMO towards it. I see the market going down. I have no FOMO towards this. I don't have an edge right now. And therefore, I simply stay out of it. These candles are going to print after I die. Think about it like that. You and I are going to have this conversation for who knows how long. And we are likely going to die before these candles stop printing. And therefore, I'm not going to be rushing on a Monday morning. But what are some key levels that I'm watching for today? Well, number one is going to be kind of this 17 area. I am not really interested in bidding 17. I'll be very honest with you. I'm just not. We could be easily be giving back this whole rally right now and go close the gap at the 91, I believe it is. If we get down to 91, I would be interested. Yes. Maybe 6002, I would be interested as like maybe one bid before the breakdown. So 6002, maybe 5998. This is an area of interest for me. If you're not sure as to why, well then join the free Discord community. I'll be posting up the link very shortly. These levels are not new. I am not making these levels up on the fly. These are levels that we are already talking about for, I can't even remember how long, maybe like 3 weeks now. So whenever price gets there, it's not, I don't need to be like, oh my God, what do I do here? You know what I mean? Like, we already know about these levels. All we have to do is simply wait for them to manifest here and for us to take advantage of the opportunity and trade them. Obviously, I don't know if we're going to get down to 6002. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, that's where my levels of interest are. If we could get any form of dip down there. Right now, I would not be getting long here at the reclaim of 27. I'm just not. It's too risky. We should have been long from last week. I'm going to start trading some micros, I think. Not on the stream, like just I'm going to be piling up more long. Every time we dip, I'm going to just pile on more longs, more longs. What a bounce from 23. My goodness. Just like that. You can see a lot of people are going to be coming here trying to feel bearish, right? You have a big gap fill that we haven't closed. You have every reason to feel bearish here. I agree. But at the same time, we must respect the trend. And even this kind of dip here, it worked for a little bit. And then even like that, it still becomes a better buy. Hence why I'm not bearish on today. I'm just not, can't be too aggressive either. So I'm kind of like in the middle here. You know what I mean? Like just neutral. I don't want to feel anything because once I start to feel, I'm going to start to trade with emotions. These are not levels I planned for. That's kind of the issue here. If this had been any, like levels I was planning to trade, I would have gone long right there at 27. But I'm not. So micro trap worked for a little bit to the upside here for a little bit. But just like every other resistance, it's about to crack. I should have probably got taken that long at 27 there. I mean, maybe if we kind of base out here for a little bit, maybe we can I can take a 32 long here looking for the continuation, but I would need to see a little bit more, a little bit more of a footing before getting long at a very aggressive long here. I'm not just going to get long right now. Like, no. No, gracias. I'm not that thirsty for a trade. So candle closed right at 32 right here. I don't really like that wick, but the wicks don't mean shit. What matters is price. We did close above 32 there. So that's kind of interesting. Look at that. We closed right above 32. Candle print right at 32 right there. I'm still not interested. I need to see a little bit more footing. I'm very skeptical right now about this 32 level holding. But this is when I kind of tend to obviously miss out on a little bit of opportunity, because if we're that aggressive, you know what I mean? 32 is the only entry I'm probably going to get. And then we're going to go push to the 38. And then we're likely just, continue going to be pushing all day. I have no idea. Either way, I'm not interested at this level. I am just not interested in being the highest bidder and then holding the bag. What are you guys thinking though? Share your thoughts with me. I want to hear them. What do you guys think? You think we're going to pull back? Or you think we're just going to continue to rally? Either one is possible, to be honest. All right, so 32. That was the aggressive long here. Look at that. It's working out just fine. Again, like I said, I'm just not going to take it, but it's working so far. I don't like when the market does this. You know what I mean? It just continues to pump. It's like, why? I can't even complain here, though, too much. I can't. Because we did get a dip towards that 19 level there. So we did get a dip, and then we got the rip. So, I mean, I can't complain too much. We'll leave it like that. Gotta get going to the gym, and I've been slacking the past 2 weeks. I think this is my daughter's birthday and some other things that happened. Been slacking. I'm not gonna lie. Even my diet, I've been eating a lot more. I put on a few pounds already from my low there. So I bounced from support basically. I bounced from support and now I'm at a resistance. So I need to make sure that that resistance holds up, not like the bears over here. Or else I'm gonna break through resistance and go higher. All right, market just continuing to push. That 32 was the long there. I just chose to skip it. Why? I'll take stupider trades, and I mean this one. I don't know. It's just, you know what I mean. Like it could be doing this. It could have been like dumping. The only short, I guess you could argue here, is the all-time high. Maybe that 53.25 or right under it. If you assume that the all-time high is gonna hold up, so maybe shorting it around like 51 wouldn't be a bad idea, and then having your stop above the high. But then again, you know, if we're really up there, there's the other argument, like why would we not touch the high, right? So I don't know. There's both arguments here. Hence the reason why I'm not in touch with the market right now. It's the Monday curse. Some BS always has to happen. Look at that, tell you. Shout out to those who bought puts on ES below 93. McDonald's is hiring. My goodness. It's crazy though. Your body knows when you don't feel good. Like I've been eating a little bit more and I've kind of gained a little bit of weight. I'm like, I don't feel the same. We're gonna fix that. Today we're gonna go there and do a nice session. It's because too much parties down here, man. Like I know that obviously this becomes a discipline issue, but it's like, gosh, man. There's so much parties every weekend, so much things that you can do here that it's amazing, but at the same time also a bad thing. And the heat too doesn't help because right now the sun's starting to come out, the sun's shining, 30 degrees plus. During the day it gets pretty hot. Morning's kind of chilly, but market just continuing to push from that 32 there. Again, I'm not bearish. I wasn't bearish. I'm just not. I'm choosing not to take a trade. But please, one thing, if we can both agree on, or if one thing that if you could take away from this is, don't short the choo-choo train. Let this thing, unless you're gonna try and be aggressive on the long side here, why look for the short? Like, why try short 36? I see no need for that. Why short 38? Why short right now? Why? This was the only arguable setup right there. That little trap, we get the dip and then we get the rip. So it fails either way. But there is nothing to be shorting up here. Even if this candle dumps right now and it drops 100 points, you need to sink in your mind that even if that were to happen, that would be like a 1 in a 100,000 shot. You know what I mean? Like the odds of you catching that are just so low, excruciating low probability that it's not worth looking for it. Unless there's a setup that you can see or, you know, something, well, then take it. But if you're just coming here, you know, I'm going to short here because I think this is the top kind of deal, save it. You know what I mean? I'm going to start a GoFundMe page and I'm going to put your short losses for a good cause. and then I'll spend that money better. You know what I mean? Don't give it to the markets. They have enough. I could use it. I'll use it. Why not? Fuck it. And no, I'm not begging for your money. I'm just saying, you know, I think I know how to spend your money better. If you're gonna throw it out in the garbage by shorting there, the hell's that? It's like I was hearing some crackling here. What the hell is that? All right, I'm gonna get short here. I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm not shorting the choo-choo train. And I don't think anybody should right now. Right now it's a good time, you know what I mean, to just kind of sit back and just wait for something good. We're almost at the highs. Maybe up there, there's a possible short. How's the audio on your guys' end? If you hear anything, I'm kind of listening, hearing something here, but like some distortion. I hope it's not actually, you know, playing out for you guys there. Hope it could be just my connection or something. Put this down there. I'm hearing something here. I hope you guys are not listening to that. Why is it playing something awkward there? Let me see. Well, let me know if you guys have any issues, but I just tested it. It seems okay, so. All right, so 32 trying to turn into support right here. You can see we're getting a little micro dip towards that 32. I am not gonna buy it. I am just saying. You can see how we're kind of range bounding right now, right here. Support resistance. If you were gonna risk money, I'll take it to the long side, not to the short side here, but. Doesn't mean I'm gonna take it. Sorry guys, that's just the way I view the market. I know that, you know, you come on a stream and you want to see some quick trades, but unfortunately it's not kind of like what I preach here. Or what the hell happened here? Oops. Well, that was weird. My chart just refreshed. I think there was an update or something. Something like that. I got notification that they wanted me to update the software. 32 again, bouncing, trying to act as support here. I don't really expect this to hold, I'll be honest, but of course it can hold. I'm not gonna buy this. Nor am I shorting it. Not yet, at least. It's kind of, we need more structure here. I need to see more structure. One bounce of 32 doesn't tell me it's support for sure. Right now, we could still be grabbing liquidity to the upside. Brand, good afternoon. Good afternoon, my friend. I forget that you're 6 hours ahead sometimes. So for you, it's nice. You already had lunch. You already, you already lived out your day while you can still come here and trade. We'll see. I might be in Portugal next year for a little bit. I'm thinking about it, but you know what? I just don't like the plane, man. Like, I don't know sometimes if it's like a curse or something positive. I'm trying to figure it out in my life where I want freedom. I started trading for the freedom, be able to travel, go, do these things. But I wanted those things when I didn't travel and I didn't have freedom because I was always at work. But now that I can do that, I'm like, I don't freaking like to travel that much. I love to travel. I love to see new things. But in order for me to travel and see these things, I must probably take a plane, right? And the more and more I fly, the less and less I like it. So it's like, it's one of those things where I want the freedom to be able to eat, drink, and do whatever I want, go see places, right? But why can't they make like a teleportation or something? You know what I mean? Or like, I don't know, like anything other than a plane. Just got home from work. Took BDC this morning again at 98. Playing out nicely. Nice. Yeah, I think you were stuck short on your from Sunday, right? Teleport would be nice. It would be, or something. I don't know, man. Just it could be because I travel with the kids too. You know what I mean? It's like I start to think about them and like, oh man, I got this problem with the planes, man. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Yeah, close that in profit. Entered a new short. Nice, very nice. All right, so we are starting to get the dip finally. We broke down that 32 level. Perhaps that was a short entry right there. You can see how we attempted to basically break above 32 once, twice. We get back into the range. And I always like to see a trap to the upside about 3 to 5 points. Well, 32 being right there, the high sitting at 40. A little bit bigger than usual. So this could be a little bit bigger of a pullback than usual. I'm going to be staying cautious right now. This is the best setup I see right now. We could be going to the downside. Finally. It doesn't mean I need to get short right there. I saw it, I see it, but you know me, I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm explaining to you the reason why I'm seeing this. And then maybe if you would like to take the shorts, you know what I mean? You do it, you take it at your own free will. So you have 32, a test of resistance right there. We head lower. We attempted to break above it. We head lower. We attempted to get another break above it, turn it into support, and then breaks down. The candle closes below 32. You can see a perfect back test of 32 right there. That's a short entry looking for the move back on down. How good is it going to play out? Your guess is as good as mine. But nonetheless, that was a short entry there. I'm keeping an eye on NBA. Gotta get my son from school. Nice. NBA. It's not as big as player. Sounds good. Keep my eye on NVDA. That's a big hitter for the market for sure, NVDA. All right, I'm thinking here, should we have been short at that 32? Provided a nice setup. Pretty big trap to the upside, so this could be a pretty decent pullback here. Maybe the one that we need. We have 17 there. I'm not interested in buying 17. NVDA breaking 137 support. I gotta watch it. There is an argument now for a short. We have 27, which could be resistance. So if we can hold those backtest areas, maybe we can go down, but we're on pullback mode now, guys. Pullback mode. And for me, it's right there. This is the short entry there, 32. From the 32 down to the 19. Not bad, a bit more than 10 points. I'm not overly interested in buying 17. I'll be honest, it is support, but I'm just not. Like I gotta try and stick to my plan. You know what I mean? These are not levels that I mentioned on the community. By the way, we do have a free 100% community there where me, myself, and other people are giving you levels and, you know, just talking in general about market ideas. And therefore, since these prices don't align with my plan, it's probably a wise idea to stay out of it. But hopefully we can continue to dip further down, because I do want to get a trade in here. I'm not in love with this area here. I'm wondering if this M could be playing out here too. It kind of reminds me of a little M here. Not a big one, but I don't think I would really call that an M. Not really. I think we just had a breakout to the upside, which failed right here. Oops, let me make this like that. We just had a breakout above 32, which basically fails. And you can see here how perfectly it works out. You have resistance, which proves to you. You have a little mini breakout, fails, returns back on down. Squeezes right back up. They get a second shot at squeezing. They fail. So then now this pullback is deeper than the last one. 17 is support. Like I said, I'm not interested in buying 17. 18 appears that we got to bounce from 18. Your job is just to simply understand the levels. You can pick and choose whichever way you want to play. 17 support, 27 resistance. Like I said, 17, we just broke down. So it could act as resistance now. Right now, I'm leaning with the shorts because there's that failed breakout above, telling me that we are in pullback mode. So I need to know when we're going to be in pump mode, which usually comes with a trap to the downside. And right now, I see no trap. All I see is us bouncing from a potential level of support, which is 17, but we bounced from 18. So if you were somehow short from, you know, this 32 or even up here 38, it shouldn't surprise you that we're kind of bouncing from down here at this 17, 18 area there. So we got 27 incoming. There's arguments for both here. We're still very bullish. So if we reclaim 27, we could be getting in for a good long here. Or of course, if you are thinking bearish, well then you could probably take a short of 27 and it could play out nicely. But because I don't like 27, I'm just gonna go in the middle and stay out of it. I think we're going to get something better, especially if we're going to dip further. Something better will come. If you're short from 32, you're laughing. So then you just got to let it be. So right now we got to 26.50, right under 27. So that was a potential short entry there. I'm wondering how well it's going to play out here. Let's see a mental trade. If I had taken short 26.50 there or there. Yes, it's a mental trade. Again, just obviously hindsight. I'm not. Would have been playing out nicely so far. All right, now we got 17 here, which the Bears need to crack here. I think they will crack it. It would be a good thing if they crack it, but again, this is what I'm saying about this game of ping pong, right? When we first come here, you got a nice little short, a nice little long going. Once we get 27, we get a nice little short going. So it's up to you which way you want to play. You know what I mean? Like our job is to simply understand what's going on inside of these levels. Like, do you understand 32? Do you understand 27? Why is 27's resistance? Why is 17 support? Like, if you can just understand the levels, you can trade however you want. You could look for the short, you could look for the long. If you like, I trade my system the way I just see fit for me, but there's plenty of other good trades that I could take as well that I just choose not to because it's gonna create an environment and open the doors for me to trade further. And I don't like scalpy like this. Like 27, if I get short 26.50, what am I gonna do? Take profit at 18? Somehow I'm supposed to know that we're gonna magically just stop there and I need to take profit? I don't like trading like this, is my point. But so far, acting up nicely. When we were running up to that 27, I even did this. I'm like, there's two choices here. You wait for 27 to reclaim, or there's a potential short at 27. You must pick. I stay in the middle. I stay out of it. But again, it's up to you. You know what I mean? Like, this is your account that you're growing every day, not mine. But if you can come here on the stream and just simply understand the idea of what I'm trying to give you, which is just simply following the game of ping pong, where you have resistance, you have support, and then you take your pick however you want to trade. You will mold your own trading idea based on everything you've learned. And again, I'm not a teacher, okay? I'm not trying to teach. I'm just simply giving you my idea. And if it can help you out in some way, shape, or form, well, then that makes me a happy guy. And I'm serious about that. There's many ways of looking at this. You know what I mean? Like there's the bear flag here that it's apparently working, right? Meanwhile, the perfect entry was as close as possible to 27. So price is always going to give you a better entry than these stupid trend lines. Trend lines are not stupid, you know what I mean? Like on a big time frame, if you know how to do them properly, they can be a very powerful tool to reaffirm and confirm your thesis on where price is going. However, on a 2-minute chart, you're going to draw a trend line like that. I don't know. I used to believe it works, and it does if you're really, really quick on your feet. It's all about how you are as a trader. Been there, done that, doesn't work for me. All right, we got 17, a little micro trap to the downside here. Micro, I don't know if this thing will play out, of course, but nonetheless, it is a little micro trap there right now. I'm not in love with this micro trap though. 17 down to this 1550. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a big lover of 17 right now. We break down 17, we go down to 02, which 02 I am more interested on. I am kind of interested at 02. So there it would be a level I would likely bid. 17 is also another biddable level. However, I'm choosing not to kind of get involved here. I feel like the party's a little bit too high still for me. Mm, 17 maybe would have been okay as an entry right there. We have 17. That would have been a break even. Not bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's a risk-free trade at that point. It's free money. You know what I mean? Maybe I could have taken it. My problem is I speak like this to myself, right? But then once I get in the trade, I'm like, no. Now I see the bounce. Now I'm going to commit to the trade. And therefore, I'm going to have my stop at the bottom here. Meanwhile, in my heart and soul, I know I need to be at break even. So this is why I'm telling you, you got to understand yourself as a trader. You need to really understand yourself as a trader. This is not a me versus the stock market type of game. This is a me versus me kind of deal. The more you believe that, the sooner I think you'll get to that mentality of, I'm not against the markets. I'm not against the algos or smart money. I'm against myself. Can I hold my emotions down and just simply wait for my plan to come into the screen? Can I wait for price to come to me? I don't care at the 38 when we were sitting up there about buying or selling. But I can tell you, many of people came here today on a Monday and they were dying to be long already because of all the pump we just had. Or right now, all the FOMO shorts that are like, oh my gosh, we're going to go fill the gap now. You know what I mean? Like it's an endless pit of emotions that every trader has going on right now. And if you can just simply come here and be like, well, we are at the 38, Leo. You didn't plan to get long at 38, nor did you plan to short at 38 or 32. So then therefore, I can just go for a walk. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave. And the more you kind of get to that point, I think it's easier. And duck it. Like, I don't even want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm here for the stream, of course, right? I like being here, talking to all of you guys, sharing ideas and stuff like that. But if I was by myself, what the fudge would I be doing here? Nothing. I would simply go on my trading view, reminder over here, reminder over there. So whenever, or alerts, price alerts, whenever price crosses those lines, then I would be notified and I would just simply come here and get ready to potentially enter a trade at one of my interest levels. So far, 17 acting up pretty nicely as support. It is holding. So like I said, it becomes this game of ping pong here. Below 27, above 17. We are further congesting right now. You take your pick with who you want. You got the short sitting there. You have the long sitting down here. As long as you understand that right now we are congesting for a move that's going to basically not explode, but rip whichever way. Currently, we have a trap to the upside. We have a little micro trap to the downside. So the trap is technically bigger at the top. But at the same time, you can't kind of, dispute the trend that we went up. In my opinion, I want this thing to go lower. So like that, I can buy it at the lower price. And then there's going to be the genius, the Warren Buffetts, and all these other people. The Bear Flag. The X-Men. I'm going to start calling them the X-Men. Which one do you pick? I'm going to start shit one day. I got to stop criticizing ideas and stuff like that. But it's like, I was thinking about it the other day. It's only going to be a matter of time before somebody gets pissed off about me criticizing the X-Men or the like something, you know what I mean? The channel traders. But honestly though, there's so many ways you can draw lines here that, I mean, which one do you follow? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I just choose to view it like this. We have 27 short, you have 17 long, which not hindsight. I talked about these two levels right before they even came out. This is support. This is now resistance. We're congesting right now to pick the way that we want to go. There's a trap to the upside, trap to the downside. But because the trap is bigger to the upside, I'm assuming we're going lower. The market is winking at us. You know what I mean? The market is hinting. It leaves us hints. You just have to kind of learn how to read them. But we could easily still go up, so I'm gonna just stay out of it. But don't be shorting trend lines. These are late things. You know what I mean? Like if this trend line breaks to the downside here, I'll be very happy because it's reaffirming my short entry is correct from 2750. But that's how I review the trend lines, as a reaffirming your thesis. You know, you're like happy. It's kind of like being on a Saturday and then you're down to the last beer and then your neighbor comes over with another one. You're like, all right, well, now party keeps on going. You know what I mean? Party keeps on going, reaffirming the same direction you ultimately want to be heading. I don't know if that was a good example or not, but you're getting the idea of the way I view trend lines. So we're getting the breakdown of 17 as expected, not as expected, but rather as guessed, because the trap is just much larger to the upside here. We are congesting and we are likely in for a move lower now. And then don't come here and be like, you know, it's the trend line that broke down. No. I'm sorry, but no. We have resistance. We have support. We are simply congesting inside of this box here. So don't get too excited, you know what I mean? Only if you short there and then you already took profit, then yes, you're good. But who the fuck wants to be making 5 points? Like, risking 5 points to make 5. Amazing. Amazing traders. All right, O2 is incoming down there. Below O2, we're going to go fill that gap, which could represent a nice short. Yes, you're like, well, look at it, Leo. I mean, this has been shorting or short city all morning. Well, for me, I short weakness only, not strength. So below O2 is the only time that I would actually feel a little bit bearish. And that's that. Whoops. I got to figure out how to make this thing look better here because it's either too big or too small at time here. Something like that. There we go. Something like that. So resistance acting up nicely so far. Again, the real breakdown is right there at 32. This is the trap I see to the upside there. Right there. 3 to 5 points is what I like to see typically, but in this case, it was from the 32 to the 30 to the 40. So a little bit larger, but still a trap. O2 is incoming. I would like to see a trap down there before entering long because this move is becoming very aggressive right now to the downside. Below O2, we are probably likelihood filling that gap all the way back down towards that 91 magical area, which would make sense, honestly, if we do. But we'll see if O2 can give one kind of bounce before heading on lower. The gap fill looks like we might be going for it. We'll see. I'm still not thinking it's going to fill until O2 fails. Have you noticed that even with this pullback we're having now, thankfully we're at least getting a type of pullback, like we're still so close to the highs. That's amazing. Oh, come on. This thing decided to kind of bounce from 06.25. It was 02, yes. We wanted 02, not 06. Look at that. 06. Oh my gosh. Right from the, basically right here, right from where we opened up on Sunday. 06. Right to the tick. Look at that. Do you think it's coincidence? People will still come here and be like, this is coincidence. I liked 02 better because that was my level that we've been playing in last week. Or then the week before that. That's just why I liked it better. But nonetheless, 06, look at it. Bouncing so far. Hopefully this thing comes back lower because I do want to buy it just a little bit lower. Not quite at 06. Wow, look at that trap. This is the hourly chart I got pulled up for you. Look at that. Look at that nice wick to the upside there. That's what it looks like on the hourly, but of course in the 2-minute it's very different. Daily chart. We just hit the low of the day. We couldn't turn the day red though. Even if this thing gap fills, like it's still fine. But in terms of a bullish picture. But come on, ES. Give me a nice entry at the 02. I wanted to get long 02. Why are you being mean to Papa today? Why? 02 was sitting right there, a little bit lower. Damn, I should have taken that 07 there. That was a previous all-time high there. That's why that yellow line is there. We bounced right from the previous high. I don't remember when this was set, but it was set. I have it in yellow for a reason. We bounced right from it. I was trying to get long, but at 02. It didn't... Almost price got there, but... Fudge. That's why Mondays take a lot of patience for me. I don't short the choo-choo train, but... You're serious, yes. Like, come on, man. I wanted to get long at 02. This thing decides to bounce from 06. Could have, would have, should have been long, but... It's difficult. I gotta stick to my plan, you know what I mean? By the way, there's that free Discord community there. If you're not already there, hence why I'm waiting for 02 and all these other levels that I keep on talking about, because it's part of my plan. I pretty much send it out ahead of time every day. And other people are always giving different thoughts and pointing out the different ideas almost all day long. So I like the community that's being built there. All 100% free. Right now, 17 acting up as some resistance here. I'm probably obviously not going to be shorting this, but understand that right now it is kind of acting up as resistance here. I don't know. I still think we want to go lower here. Nice push, but a little bit early. This push should have happened at 02. Not here at 06. So it's kind of worrying there. So right now it looks like we're pinging right to the downside. This is pretty much how it works. You got that 32 level of support, then you have 17. So we go 17, then 27, making a lower high. We have 06. They need to hold down 17. So like that, we make another lower high. And then hopefully we get down to 02. We'll see. There is an argument if we take back 17, it could be a nice entry to the, not nice entry, but an aggressive long, looking for a pushback on up towards that 27.32 level. But of course, that has not happened. I'm just thinking out loud here and giving you the idea of what I might be doing, but hasn't happened yet. What I like about down here right now is they're already starting to sell fireworks, and pretty much everywhere you go right now, they're selling fireworks. Here it gets wild and crazy for Christmas. In Canada, it's, I don't think we were allowed to. It's illegal to have fireworks. Yeah. And it could be legal on some days, but I think you have to be like in a park to do it. You can't just do it on the street, you know what I mean? And there's probably so much laws now. You need a fire extinguisher next to you. You need this, you need that. I don't know. Over here, the only rule is don't get your hand blown up, because then you're going to have to go to the hospital and then probably pay. It's too much though. Here they do kind of like they're throwing like massive fireworks next to cars, and you're like, use your common sense, people. You know what I mean? A little common sense isn't a bad thing sometimes. So 13 is right there trying to get reclaimed. We are sitting right below 17, 18 area. If we get back above there, there's an argument for a long here, but I don't know if I'm in love with that. I like it, but I don't love it. So, what will I do? I don't know. I was trying to buy O2. I went to buy down here. It was a little bit lower. And then we started to bounce from 06. So, can't really do much. Christmas Day is better in Canada. I like to see the snow, you know, but I think that as a month, it's better here. Because of the freedom, right? You have more freedom, more things that you can do. It's hot. In Canada, it's always cold. And the snow looks beautiful for Christmas Day, but after Christmas Day, the snow effect kind of wears out on me very quickly. You try to go out or do anything, it's freezing, your hands are freezing. We're sitting right below 17 here. It's a key level. You have both ways to look at this. Again, the same way 27 was. You could be entering a short, expecting the continuation of the current micro trend, which is to the downside. Or, of course, you can simply wait maybe for like a reclaim of this level and then looking for the push on up. There is both ways of looking at this level. I have no real edge here in the marketplace, and therefore I'm going to be simply staying out of it. If I had to, you know, make a coin toss here, actually, I'm not going to make a coin toss. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do the spin the wheel of fortune. This thing's going to tell us. Are we going to pump or dump right now from this level, wheel of fortune, and give us a very clear answer? Don't tell us the yellow, which is chop. We don't want that. Are we going to reclaim this level and pump, or are we going to dump from this level? You tell us. She said chop. All right. We are chopping at this level. So let's do one more time. Let's see if you can kind of give us a more clear answer here. Oh my God, look at that. It went in the line between the yellow and the green. Okay, so if it 2 times in a row there is no clear answer and she already said chop, it basically means stay out of it. I've never seen that. I've spun that thing a little bit, a couple of times now. It never lands right in the middle. She doesn't want to say. She doesn't want to ruin her credibility. Credibility. I can respect that. Right now, maybe we got this kind of like upside down P. So kind of goes both ways with these though. You could easily pump, it could easily dump. Again, if you're dying for a trade, you shouldn't be. But above 17, it could be an aggressive long. Like we could probably push back on up towards that 27, 32 area. If we keep getting denied here, well, then it's quite obvious we're going to be breaking this 07, wanting to test 02. I'm going to stick with this possibility because I do want to buy at 02. Therefore, I'm going to hope that, you know, they do kind of get this thing on down here. But we'll see. Again, just simply understand that this is kind of what we're doing right now. We're base building towards the next move. I don't like shorting the choo-choo train, but today the shorts playing out a little bit. Down from that 32, down towards the 17, 27, getting us down towards those 7. So we're playing the potato game to the downside right now. Like that example, 10, 15, 18, 12, 20, 15, 25, 20. It's upside down right now, basically. We're making lower highs is the point here. No trades for me yet. Hopefully we can get a good trade in here. Come on, yes. Give me something at my level that I have a plan for. That is what I'm manifesting today. Gonna nail my 15 points. And then I'm gonna get the duck out of here. That's it. That's all I want. 15 points, 2 contracts, and then get me out of here. You know what I mean? That's it. No more. I forgot I had coffee here. That's cold. Look at the trend line, the bear flag. This is getting tight though. It's gonna give a nice move whichever way. You don't need to guess, luckily. Oh man, it's a little enticing here. Maybe because I've been sitting here for so long. I want price to go lower because I want to buy it at my key levels that I have a plan for. But just looking at this, because it looks bearish, I want to go bullish. Because I think 17 could reclaim and we could easily push back on up. I don't know. I don't have a plan for this. I know about this level, of course, but there's no trap to the downside yet. This is just a bounce. It could fail, but we are reclaiming 17. You know what I mean? Like this is a long here now for me until it dies down. But 17, we're reclaiming that level now. Could be an aggressive long here. Oh my God, man. I should have been long already from 17. It would have been a break even. Come on, Leo. Fuck. It's because it's Monday. Now I don't want it. I mean, I could put it on in a combine maybe, but no. Just wait for your plan. Wait for your plan. Don't be impatient. This thing could still fail. We'll see. Would you guys take this this aggressive 17 long here? It requires a bit of cojones, I'm not gonna lie. But it is a long. It became a long as soon as we cracked right through here. That is the entry long right there. Yeah, it could break even, you know what I mean? Could have gone break even. But then I already know I would have committed to the ducker. Yeah, I haven't traded either. I was thinking about this potential long at the reclaim of 17 here just now, but you know what I mean? It's a little bit aggressive, but it could be the beginning of that push that I was looking for towards that 27. It just came a little bit early. I wanted to get long at 02 here, but we started kind of this ripper at 07. Close your BTC short. Nice. This thing's starting to want to get some legs to the upside now. Staying patient here. But this is a good learning curve for me as well. Like that 17 reclaim, should have hopped in it right away. But this is the problem. Like, no, I shouldn't have. Because the problem is, if we reclaim this 17, sometimes we get these wicks, right? Like this. Exactly what just happened here. If I take the long, this could have been another wick. What the fuck was I saying? This could have been another wick, and I would have been taken out to the downside here. I need to wait for the candles to close and then wait for the backtest of 17. In this case, we got a backtest of 1775, but the idea is waiting for that confirmation candle, which is closing above that 17. And then we get a simple backtest today to 1775. 3 ticks still higher than what I would have liked to be buying at. But again, I think that I'm kind of doing the right call by staying on the patient side today, right now. Moved up some spots to place. 3,380. That's not bad. There's a lot of traders in that thing. Isn't there like 50,000 or I don't remember, 500? I don't remember. It was a lot of people there. Yeah, 59,000. That's a lot. So to be placed at 3380, that's a good thing. I would be feeling pretty happy about that. I didn't enter that thing. I saw it. I don't know. I don't do that. But maybe the next one I'll do it. All right, so we got stuck at 23. We're coming back down to 17. I am not going to take this long. This does not look like a very bullish push to me. In fact, it could mean a good short, actually, at that 23. Maybe if we break back down below 17. But like I said, I just don't have a real plan to be trading here. And therefore, I'm kind of just waiting to see if we can fill this gap or get down to 02 there. Yeah, it's good practice. All right, I'm thinking about doing something, but maybe a combine short here. But that could start a very bad twirl for me. Because it's gonna make me want to trade another time, and you know what I mean. We got back down below 17. We got stuck at 23. This is nice now because we have a lot of long stops right here. You know they're gonna hunt these stops now, and then we have stops here. Now I'm getting cautious about 02 because this thing could have a lot of liquidity to the downside here. This is the problem with bouncing too early because this bounce should have happened at 02 for me to feel good about it. Now that we bounced from 07 and we've done this kind of push higher, all these stops are going to get taken out and it's going to have a lot of, liquidity getting towards this 02 level, and that's no good. So price action, the way we do certain things does matter as well. Before we had tested, when we were coming down here, it's amazing to test the kind of one shot and move on up with it. But when you have this kind of, like this, and then that's, it's different picture, different way of getting to the level. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We haven't got there yet. 17 short, not bad. But see, this is why I'm saying it's a bad. This is why I'm staying out of it. Let me word these words very properly. Okay. I think I got it. So I understand my key levels of support, and so should you. The problem is, if I had taken this long, it would have worked out, right? Okay. I was not going to take profit for 5 points. If you are the type of trader that it likes 5 points or 4 points or, something small like that, well, then you would be happy with that long there and then taking profit up here. But the problem for me becomes this. If I had gone break even here on this long, I would have been obviously taken on out. But then it starts a cycle in my mind about looking for another bounce to basically get back these profits or, something in general that can potentially trigger me to make another trade. So if I had taken the long here, I would have broken even. And then I would have likelihood had jumped in on a short here a little bit later. So then therefore, that already creates 2 trades at one level. But in the end, we're kind of chopping. We could be chopping, right? So that creates an environment where it can open up the doors for overtrading, no real trend move, and in the end, small profits with potentially a big risk. So it's just not there for me in terms of risk to reward. So I don't like this level. While yes, I could have taken the long here, could have taken the short here, could have taken the short here, could have taken the long here. You know what I mean? Like there's a million ways to trade this thing. And I just like to stay out when I know that I don't have a plan for that particular level. Could I be a scalper? Probably, but why? Why would I take this long here for 5 points and then take this short here for 5 points? Yes, you could argue, well, then that's 10 points. You know what I mean? You do have a valid point. That is 10 points, but I won't have a real edge in the market. I feel like that's guessing for me. A semi-decent guess, I guess, at certain levels, but... Or at least it's better than this, getting long right there. At the break of that thing there. Or like getting short right here at this bear flag, getting short right there would have been taken out there. Now it's becoming a long again. It looks like we might be breaking out of this trend line. The X-Men. Before you know it, you got lines everywhere. You can have this one here. You can have this one here. You can have this one here. That one there. You could have this one here. I don't know. I guess you can have lines everywhere. Eventually, one of them is going to work. Come on, yes, I do understand it's Monday, but please, pretty please, let's get down a little bit further. We're almost at 02. Come on, baby, come on. But nothing worthwhile for me on my exit phase for me to get them involved. Nada. You know my name. This is the part that a lot of people, when I talk to like even friends and stuff, they're like, but don't you have to like trade more, or like do you have to just sit there all day? Because I tell them like, well, I don't actually trade all day. Like I'm just waiting for price to kind of come to me, and if I trade, it's maybe once to 3-4 times a day. 4 times I'm already over trading, but 1 time is plenty, right? And they're like, so do you just sit there and you wait? I'm like, no, of course not. Like that's dumb. But of course, on the stream, I do sit here, have a conversation, right? But without the stream though, they're like, so will you just sit there before? I'm like, well, a little bit watching price, but this comes now at a time when I've already spent probably thousands of hours on screen watching charts move. So yes, at the beginning you do need screen time, to see how price moves, how price interacts at levels and stuff like that. This comes now thousands of hours later, not like my first month. You know what I mean? So I tell people, yeah, you could be on 1 hour trading, 1 hour doing your charts at the end of the day. But the other part that they don't also understand is that, you know what I mean? Like, it's already been thousands of hours watching how price moves and watching when I need to watch, when I don't. Especially my family, like my close family, they're like, so you can just make money in like an hour? Like, no, technically not. Technically, it's an hour in the afternoon after the market closes to get my plan in line for the next day. And then maybe the market opens. So maybe about 2 hours plus the time I guess I watch throughout the day on my phone because I'll check price, maybe 2 hours and a half of work all day. They're like, and you can make money like that? Yes. But I kind of become a misleader too because it's taken a long time, a very long time. Nothing happening here. I'm not gonna get involved here at these levels. 17 trying to reclaim. They could be another long here at the candle closure of this, of course. I'm not gonna get long right at 17. But again, in the same range that I'm not in love with. I am just not in love with this. I want to get a real trend move. You know what I mean? This is not a trend move. We're kind of consolidating right now. They're fighting for 17 right now. We'll see where this candle closes. They closed it. Not a convincing close on the long here. They closed it right at, well, candle opened up at 17. We closed at 17.25. So not very convincing there, but they're trying. It's not worth it for me. I take the long at 17. Where's my stop? 14. Like, it's so easy for the market to test there. My stop makes no sense here. I'm just gonna stay out. I think something better is gonna come. All right, let's see. Come on, something good can come. Maybe I should walk away. Change this. I think I'm gonna put the circle back on the camera here. Maybe the circle look better than the square. I'm gonna put the circle. $17 trying to get reclaimed here. It becomes a long now. Right at that 17 mark again, aggressive long there. I'm not okay with the risks, but nonetheless, it is a long entry there. It opens the door to too much bad things for me. So 17, I would have been at break even right now. I would have already had like 3 break evens. Break even on this long here. Break even on this short here. Break even on this potential long here. Like, too much. Maybe if we get to 27, it becomes another short entry there. Or maybe 25-ish, as long as 27 defends. Nothing. I would even consider a short. Like, let's say that we were bouncing from 17, right? Like, let's say we were bouncing from 17, bouncing from 17, bouncing from 17, bouncing from 17. Well, then I would short right at the break of 17, looking for the move on down. But right now we're not bouncing off really anything. We're just kind of chopping around between 23 and 13. It looks like it to me right now. I don't really consider these wicks as kind of like any type of anything really. They just chop. But in general, I think we're accumulating right now between 13 and 23, give or take. Where the candles actually print is where I'm assuming that these guys are accumulating. These wicks are like little quick drops, liquidity grabs both ways. But ultimately, right now, where's the trap to the upside? Therefore, I think that we are currently still heading on lower. Could have, would have, should have been short at that breakdown of 32 on a Monday. Definitely not. Maybe if it was Friday, I would have taken it. But that's Friday because Friday is Friday. I mean, I'm not going to compare a Friday to a Monday now. For me, at least, right? If you're better off on Monday, well, then those words don't apply to you. You have to understand which time, which days of the week are better for you. This thing is accumulating very nicely. It could be in for a nice dump if this thing decides to finally go. And there you go. Just like that, we are right below 17 again. Making it a short now. I would have broken even on that long. I don't know. I'm debating. Maybe a 17 short wouldn't be a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, maybe. Well, I'm definitely not gonna do it on an XFA here. Why though? Just why? Not even on a combine, I feel comfortable with this. It could go both ways. We could easily pump. We could easily dump. It's too undecisive for me still. And just like that, it's becoming a long now. Like this 17 is just, it's a magnet right now, and there's no real clear edge for me here. I wanted to get long at 02 as stated, but we bounced from 06, so maybe that's a sign to just let it go. It is getting nice and tight though. This thing is gonna accumulate and go somewhere very quickly. Whenever we are done with this accumulation here, it's gonna go somewhere very nicely here. You can see that wedge pattern here or something like that. I'm debating taking this on the long side here on the combine, but ugh. I think I'm just trying to make a trade because I've been sitting here for so long now. Querida. Let's listen to the music instead, Leo. Listen to the music. I'm gonna take this long, I think. No! Don't do it, Leo. Don't do it. Don't do it. The trap is to the upside, Leo. Meaning we likely still want to go lower. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Leo. Yes, I'm fighting myself right now. Trust me, I wanted to take that long right at that 17 pop. But fighting with myself. It looks good for a long, but just like that. Back on down now. The trap is to the upside. Very quick drop right to that 17 there. 15, 16, 17. If I get short here, maybe that 17 if I can get filled there. We'll see if I can get filled 1650. I'll take this short down. Come on, one more pop. Yes, one more pop from this 13 level here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fudge. Fudge. Looks good for a short, that 17 level there now. Come on, yes. Come fill me at 1650. Look, I'll even be nice. I'll even take 16 if you're willing to pick me up there. Come on. Come on, yes. Come on, baby. This is moving so slow. Come on, yes. This is moving too slow. 15, 16, 17. I just know if I get short 15, we're gonna probably pop to the 17. That's the issue here. It knows I have an order there, so I'm just gonna cancel it. Once we get the pop, I'll get short. The market knows. The market knows. Come on, get one more pop. I would have taken that 15, but then we likelihood test 17. Should have been short right at that breakdown of 17 there. The way this thing's moving, though, I'm not really in a whole lot of rush to kind of get short anywhere right now. Unless it wants to give me an entry at this 17, 16 area, then I'm going to just sit tight and wait. This thing has accumulated very nicely, though. It's when if this thing decides to dump, it's gonna get going. So 17 broke down. Many attempts to reclaim failed completely. Should have taken that short at 17 there. We're still consolidating. This is not a trend move. Bouncing right from 09. Whenever we trend, this is going to be a better leg. Right now, this is nada. We're in the accumulation stages of the move. Still accumulating, probably. I'm not mad or stressed about it. Just I already knew going into today that it was gonna require a lot of patience on my end. So it's not like I'm here, oh my goodness, why is it 11 and I still haven't traded? No, it's because on Mondays I like to wait for exactly what I planned for, or else Mondays can be very bad for me sometimes. Because I find that I'm impatient out of the gate. Like I'll be wanting to, coming from Friday all excited, like, because Fridays for me are very different. So maybe I carry some of that energy over to Monday, expecting a larger move than what the market is willing to give, especially on a Monday when we, yes, today, I mean, it's not moving terribly, but there's a lot of Mondays where this thing just, it is untradeable and should not be traded. So I like to stay patient. Especially we get the hangover Monday a lot of the times where market's choppy in general. So never a bad idea to just simply wait. Could have, would have, should have entered a short right there at that 17 level. 7 points. I mean, if that's what the market's going to give today, it was not bad. But the real entry short was at that 32 level. Sometimes I kind of like, why didn't you just short 32? Those little failed breakouts are very key. Very telling. Now I'm here waiting for the long side. But we'll see. 09 starting to want to crack. Are we building an M here? Is this what we're doing here? Can you see it? It kind of looks like an M a little bit. It's starting to kind of look like it. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so we're starting to crack. Finally. 02 fails. We likely fill that gap. What's the hourly chart looking like here? Well, yeah, very easy to see. Once that low fails, I mean, I don't know if O2 is going to hold, but we'll see. I'm going to give it a bet either way, and then we're likely headed towards that 91 area, which would not be a bad thing. Okay. 2 minutes. Come on, yes. Come on. A little bit lower, baby. A little bit lower. Distribute this move already. Come on. Maybe we get a last final bounce from here. If this M is going to work out, we get one last final bounce, and then we head on down. At least now I'm kind of seeing a lot more price action here, right? So the game becomes the same. It's just it's a little bit weird right now. So if we reclaim 17, 18 area, we're likely pushing on up towards the highs there. However, below there, it represents a good short looking for the move on down, right? So it goes both ways right now. Kind of. We got the potential long incoming, but it does look to be lining up to be more of a short right now. I just thought of everything I just said here. I'm like, did it make sense? I think I've been here too long now. Reclaim 17, we push up. If we pump to the 17, we get denied of 17, then it's a short. And then you're like, well, duh. No, not duh, because easily right now we could fail and go on down because we're still in, technically, we should be breaking and going down towards the O2 level as of right now. But the setup only changes when we reclaim 17. So no, it's not that duh kind of thing. Like genius, you know? Right now we're bearish picture. I'll be back. I gotta go pee. I'll be back. Gotta go get some water too. We're going to give this another 5 minutes to see if it wants to distribute. And then I'm going to walk. Because this is a lot to be sitting through. When I can just simply walk, and whenever the price alerts get triggered on my phone, I simply call, say here on the free Discord community, whatever trade it is that I'm in. And I can actually bounce more ideas there. But right now it's simple. I want to see if 17 can reclaim. We go up. I likely take a long this time. If we get denied of 17, we'll probably get a short in going. I think I slept wrong. My back is hurting me over here. My rib cage. Slept wrong there. I think we're going down. I don't think we're going to reclaim 17, but we'll see. Just go down already, yes. Come on, because with this type of accumulation, we're going to get the move that we need in order to go to different levels of support. Or if we reclaim 17, we're going to have power to push on up. Either way we choose, the power is now generated. We just need the spark. We need to get it going. Above 17, I'm long, baby. Or I'll be long, obviously, if we dump at the levels of support. Come on. I would rather get long at 2. With a trap below 2, oh my god. Come on. Let's do that. Yes, there's both arguments here too. You could take a long of 09 and you can have your stop right at 05. I'm not going to do that because I still think we're pulling back. I'm only going to get long on the aggressive long at 17 reclaim. Nothing like fresh water in the morning. Waiting for ES to give us something. No greater place to be at. We're starting to attempt a breakdown here. Starting to attempt. Come on, baby. Come on. 02 is sitting right there. I should have just traded this. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have ended the stream already a long time ago. That's what the Discord community is for, by the way. If you're not there already, well, you can feel free to join. It is 100% free. And yeah, a lot of times when I'm long or short, whatever trade I'm entering, I will be posting it up there. So there's been a lot of amazing trades that I've been in, which have obviously been there, all called out. Again, it's not a call out service, but rather, we all, kind of tell each other if you're long, short sometimes. But again, it's a community to try and grow. Don't be here like trying to copy my trades or trying to be fed a fish. Don't. The idea is to, for free, grow as a trader and become a fisherman yourself, like that, or a fisherwoman, whatever. The idea is to learn. All for free, doesn't cost nothing. Which is amazing, by the way, because when I was starting out, there wasn't too many streamers or anybody in general putting up too much ideas. YouTube wasn't even a thing. YouTube wasn't created, I think. Was it? It got created afterwards, but I was already starting to learn before that. And now with all this, and people still find an excuse why they can't learn. I'm like, are you kidding? Any excuse you have, no, I'm sorry, but no. I will not accept it. We either find excuses or we find solutions. But every information that you need is all on pretty much YouTube. Yes, you can get more specialized information, maybe buying some books or in things, but even that, like that's so accessible. You buy it on Amazon. You know what I mean? It's simple. And best of all, because of all the demand, everything's cheap now. Before you used to have to go to a big buck store and you used to have to buy it for whatever retail price was there. In Canada, we have Indigo, right? So if the book was $30, you had to pay 30. Now, Amazon, that $30 retail price gets slashed to like 20, and they oftentimes have sales on it. So, you know what I mean? There's worse thing to spend $30 on if you are wanting to purchase a book to learn. All right, if we reclaim 17, I'm gonna get long the choo-choo train. If we kind of test it one last time, something like this, I'll probably end up being shorter around 15. Or of course, if we can just break down, I can get long at the key levels of support. But this choo-choo train not wanting to do anything. So it was right, the Wheel of Fortune. Kind of choppy after that kind of original dump. Why am I here? Because I want to get a trade in. What do you guys think, though? Come on, give me something. Tell me something. You guys think we're going to pump? We're going to dump? Like, what's a key level you're watching? Give me another thought. By the way, if you want to see the stream grow, and it has been growing over time, but if you want to continue to see it grow, hit that like button. The algos like it? You know what I mean? It helps out the stream. The algos love it. They do their magical whatever formula they have. Oh, be the line. Antonio thinks it's going up. Not gonna lie, me too. Oh man, it's a struggle with price like this. Something worth noting, it's holding up down here quite nicely. There's 07 level there. You think it's gonna reverse? I think so too. You know, I think it has to do with the obvious gap filled at the bottom. Everybody's probably thinking how we're gonna break down and go fill the gap, right? It could happen. It's a very good possibility, but because I feel like everyone is thinking about that, I think that we're probably gonna reverse this thing and we're gonna pump. We'll fill the gap when no one's expecting, kind of deal. Let's see the tilt on ES. So I'm pulling up the tilt here. It looks to me as Top Step is saying that 60% of traders right now on the Top Step are short, and 40% of traders are long. The longs are sitting at 13.75, and the shorts are sitting at 12.99. Uh-oh. So 60% of Top Step is short at 13. Wow, that's interesting. So the long's definitely on the better side right now because the longs are at least long from, where are they long from again? from 1375. No way. How is that possible? So 40% are long at 1375 and 60% are short at 13. What the hell? So basically all the longs and the shorts on Top Step right now are long and short at the same time. 60% are shorting right now at 13. 40% are long at 13. How the hell did they even come up with 13 to be? If you were going to long, I would argue that it's at 07. If you're going to short, it had to be at 17. How are people comfortable shorting and longing here? Well, so I guess 40% are losers right now. Hey, so I haven't traded, so technically I'm ahead of those 40%. And if I was going to short, I would have shorted up here. All right, could have, would have, should have. Let's end that game now, Leo. I think so too. I think so too. If we get another test of 06, we don't break, I think I'm going to take a long somewhere down here. 13. Who's going to be the winner? The 40%, the minority, or majority? Majority of traders right now are short at 13. 40% of traders right now on Top Step's platform or platforms are long 13. I find it very interesting how they both manage the longs and the shorts. They both manage to get themselves into positions at this level here. I can see the short, but I don't know where 40% of traders see the long there. All right, this is as tight as it can get. We're going somewhere soon. We are going somewhere soon. I was going to say, I want to hop in long. Boom. Right at 13. Join the 40%. The minority. How much do these people risk then? If they're long from 13, we just got a pullback to 09. We had another pullback to 06. How much are these people, like, what's their stop losses? 10 points? Damn. Because I would imagine if they're long at 13, their stops are going to be at the bottom here, right? At the low. That's what would make sense to me, but that's over a 10-point stop. Wow. All right, it looks like we are probably going to get this move now, maybe. Shorts have big stop losses. I think so, man. Both have massive stops from that 13 level there. All right, can we distribute this move finally? We reclaim 17. I'll be long. We get a nice kind of rejection. Final time of 17. I'll be entering a short here. I'm going to play this level one time. I'm going to walk away. Come on. We sat here for 2 hours and something now, so might as well. Not might as well, but get on the aggressive trade here. We'll see. Come on. All right, just like that. Now 60% of Top Step are wrong. Oh wait, it changed now. So it's showing 48% are long, 52% are short. So I'm guessing some of those shorts got taken out with that pop there. They probably had their stops at break even. So again, same long average price is 13.89, short average price is 13.41. So NQ right now, 70% are long versus 30% short. So that's interesting. Come on, yes. Do something, baby. Come on, let's go 17, reclaim 17, or just dump. Let's go lower. You know what I mean? Something. Give us something. Hey, at least I can't complain. We got the tunes going on the headphones. You put on some Latino music, gets your mood up and running. You know what I mean? If you ever feel down, just put on some ducking Spanish music. You'll see how quickly you start moving your body. All right, all right, all right. 17 is incoming, it looks like. So very key level right there. If we reclaim that level, I think I can feel comfortable taking a long there. We're looking for a push back up towards that 27.32 level. Right now, yes, as bullish as it could be looking. My issue with this is that we could easily get denied at 17, reverse, and go look for that gap fill or go look for that O2 bounce. This is the problem with me getting long here. Too much chop at this level. All right, all right. We're coming onto that 17. If you're feeling like you're on the bear side or you're feeling bearish today, 17 could represent a nice short entry there. Hey, but last time I checked, it's called low, buy low, sell high, or sell high, buy cover low. You know what I mean? Not in the middle here. Oh, now we flipped. So now it's 55% long on top step platform. 55% of traders are long now from the average price of 14.12 versus 45% of people are sticking short. Do you see this issue? People already have flipped long, short, broke even, like, and in the end, we're still in the same garbage price. This only further proves the need to know when to stay out of it. Now the longs are starting to like worry, like it looks like we're gonna dump. You know what I mean? Get out of that mentality. Get out of that. The sooner you can get out of this mentality, the sooner you can start putting on better trades. Flipping is a very bad habit. For me, sure. Let's say I take the long at 17, right? I'll be in at a later price than 13. Okay. But I know that once we reclaim 17, it'll be a pretty smooth ride up to the 27.32. Whereas right now, I'm still guessing. You know what I mean? I'm still guessing down here. So, yes, I'll be a little bit later on my entry there, but I will feel confident on my entry there. And then, like I just said, it'll be more of a, hopefully, a smoother sail to the top there. Whereas right now, this has not been very pretty. Let's stretch for this ripper that's coming. Maybe. One thing's for sure, 13 I don't like. Last Friday the 13 was very bad for me, so I'm not trading 13. 13 is a kind of an unlucky number, I think. Some people say it's lucky, some people say it isn't. You pick. I like 17. It ends at 17. You might start to think this guy's crazy. Yes. A little bit. You know what? I'm bored here a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, okay? Little secret. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but since you guys are here up until 11:30 your time, my time's 10:30, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret, okay? How do I see this? So while we're waiting for this kind of move here potentially, look at these colors here, okay? I have specific colors for both candles. I have yellow obviously for the green and the blue obviously for red candles. Well, for one reason I wanted to change the candles. They're less triggering. When you change the colors, they can be less triggering to you. So for example, I was finding that when I was long and I was in the red, just seeing the color red would frighten me a little bit more in the position. So by making it a more neutral color, it's obviously less triggering for me. So what did I do? I went and I Googled my technically what would be so called lucky colors. Okay. Technically. Okay. I shit you not. I did this. And that specific color is the green, which is the yellow. Okay. And then specifically good, I guess, other lucky color or second lucky color would be the red. So my luckiest color is this one, which is for the pump. I don't know if it's got anything to do with me always being bullish, but I figured I'll put my luckiest one since 90% of my trades are long, or 95% of them. I put it on the green candles. So yes, these colors are very specific to my lucky colors in general, if you believe in that stuff. I told you I was superstitious, okay? I told you. And you guys don't know the depths that I go into this. But I'll let you in on that particular secret. I don't know. Hey, I thought it helped after I did it. I mean, maybe it's a placebo effect where you think you're feeling luckier and therefore you will attract more luck, I guess. But look, I did it. You take it how you will. Look, this is a picture I sent over on the weekend. I want to show you this on the Discord. Look at this. You see that? Yes, I have the red because the red is something else. But my blue trend lines, they're a specific color. All these, obviously these charts, they all have the same color as well, candles. It gets deeper. It gets deeper. Hey, I mean, a sprinkle of luck doesn't hurt in this game. You know what I mean? I don't think it hurts. Look at this. You see this dark blue line? And then the baby blue line. Why blue? The previous all-time highs, why are they yellow? And why are they both blue? Dark blue is major, right? Light blue is minor, support or resistance. But my resistance colors don't change. My support colors don't change. The all-time highs are yellow. Why yellow? Why ruby? Gets deeper. And that's all you're getting for today. But that's the secret. Now you know. You know a secret of mine. All right, so we got stuck right at 15. I was going to get short around 15, but first I wanted to see 17 get tested one more time. Didn't happen. We are now finally maybe starting to, I don't know. Like, it's too much right now. It's just too much up and down. Come on, let's go 6002. No trades yet for me. Another day, I'll let you guys in on another secret. For today, that's all you get. But I'm telling you, my mystical stuff gets deeper, much deeper. Do you guys believe in any of that stuff? I mean, it's not that I believe in it. I mean, I do it because I'm like, if it's gonna help, you know what I mean? Why not? But do you guys believe in like certain things like numerology, astrology, things like that? It opens up an interesting conversation, you know, like I don't know if I'm a big believer, but like I said, I'm Spanish. I believe there's ghosts running around me, around everybody. So I pretty much believe in anything. You know what I mean? Ah, yeah. We're still stuck here. Oh my god. Lucky 13, man. Lucky 13. We're back right at this 13. I want nothing to do with 13. Nada. I'm not bidding no 13. I discovered the other day that apparently lucky color, I mean lucky number of mine is 15 apparently. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but apparently. This thing is accumulating to the tightest. So whenever this move finally releases the energy that it's acquiring, it is going to be very, very quick, like very powerful. Right now, below 17, I still got to lean that this move is going to move to the downside. I think we're going to break down. What's worrying me now is how tight this is compressing to the point that we are congesting so hard now that when we release this move, if we release it to the downside, there's a very good chance O2 is going to fail. We're going to go fill that gap. So obviously, when I first came here, I wanted to buy O2, but now after seeing all this congestion here, it becomes a little bit worrying because this thing is not going to distribute 5 points. When we distribute this move, it's not going to distribute 5 points. This thing's going to distribute very aggressively. So we do got to watch out if we do get that gap fill at the bottom down there to the 91. Right now, 39% are long on ES. So basically everybody's flipping right now. And 61% are short at 13. Longs price are 14. So everybody flipped short who was long. Do you see how this is a problem? How is it that in Top Step you can have 60 or 70% short and then it drops to 40? There's like a good 20-30% of day traders, I guess, on Top Step that are flippers. And then the other ones seem to be like bag holders, a lot of them, because come on, if you're short 13 to the 15, I mean that's 2 point risk, fine, but like, you know, we could have easily gone to that 17, but there's a lot of flippers. Oh my goodness. Nothing. Nada. Sorry guys, I can't put on a trade. Look at these 15-minute candles. Look at them. They are not pretty. These are not pretty 15-minute candles. There's no way I can feel, you know, confident in trading inside of. Look at these 30-minute candles. We are congesting right now for a massive move. Massive. Massive. What worries me is that it's to the downside and my 002 level is not going to hold. Again, at the beginning, it was a biddable level, but come on. Like after 2 hours, 3 hours of this type of congestion here, this thing's going to have some strength. We'll see. Hopefully, we can even test it before I end the stream so that we can at least do something. I can do something. By we, I mean me. Maybe if we break down O2 quickly, we back this O2, that could be a short entry there as well. Look for the move to the 91. We'll see. There's plenty of ways to play this. At least O2 is a level I have a plan for. I would not be buying here. Like, yes, there's that triple bottom potentially, but I would not be buying this level. Come on, break it already. Break it. All right, so now be careful. Yes, I've been talking about O2, but after that type of congestion there is a little bit worrying. The picture changes, as I said, especially after sitting here for 3 hours watching that congestion. 2 hours. But we'll see what happens here. Oh, come on, just sell. Are you kidding? We're bouncing, trying to bounce from here now. I'm gonna fall asleep with this price action here today. I guess because I haven't traded, I kind of committed with staying here and on the stream, but vamos, vamos, vamos. Did you guys see any videos of my Prime Minister Trudeau dancing at what's it called, Taylor Swift concert? All right, it looks like we're finally coming down towards O2. Can we actually test it? I don't know, but hopefully we're almost there. Yeah, the man was dancing over there. Montreal was having riots and stuff, and the guy's dancing. I don't know. I get it. The man's allowed to have fun, but I don't know. Come on, just do something. Yes, let's go test O2. We're so close. I mean, we might as well go to O2, right? Dun, 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 dun. So one thing I do like is that, as much as I could have traded up and down, whatever, and scalped. What I'm kind of proud of here is the fact that I did wait for, at least a level to come into fruition, a level that I had a plan for. So as much as, I had to sit here, I'm actually happy about that. I didn't trade this whole time. I didn't see something I liked. Yes, there was many trades that I could have possibly done, but that's in general. Any trader can come here and, you know, look at a million different ways to trade it. But just by simply sitting and waiting for at least for your plan to come into action or a level that you have some homework on, like that is something worth mentioning that I'm happy about that I did today as a trader. So even if O2 doesn't get hit and I don't get a trade going, I'm still happy at the fact that I waited. I said to myself, okay, I'm willing to buy at these levels, especially with traps at these levels, and I waited. If it's gonna happen, I don't know, but at least I waited, and that's what makes me happy. That's what I'm gonna walk away with this trading session today out of my office. I'm gonna just know that I followed my plan the same way that every other day I did. Even though today I had to wait a long time, nonetheless, at least I followed a plan. Come on, though, yes, come on. I know if I get long 04, we're gonna go down to 02. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna wait. But it would suck to see us bounce from 04 right now and then basically start the pump. That would suck. But I'm gonna just sit tight and wait. At least I do like that we're not kind of dumping hard. You know what I mean? We're selling, but not too aggressively. So that's okay. That gives me a higher level of confidence that O2 could potentially have a good bounce from there and maybe even a reversal of this whole move. So just come on, yes, we're so close to hitting the magical O2 level. Come on, baby, come on. See, right now is when my price alerts would get triggered because I always put them ahead a little bit, right? So I would have been getting triggered right now at 07, or maybe I would have had it at 05. So right now I would be coming from inside to my computer. So from the opening, I would have not had traded potentially until right now. So all this could have been avoided. I just wanted to point that out that you don't need to be sitting, just waiting for price to come to you. But of course, I stream, so I gotta. I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna start streaming whenever I'm about to trade at 10 or 11. This is almost 12. It's almost lunchtime over there. We're 1 hour behind, but Come on. We're holding out of this 0350 right now. I want to buy just a little bit lower. I'm not really in love with buying here. I know if I got long 03, the ducker would have gone to 02 and probably trapped. So that's a 4-point needed stop that I'm not really willing to give. I'd rather see that 02 trap there, but not happening right now. It's already starting to look a little bottomy here. We'll see. Hopefully we can get down to 02, but it's already kind of, kind of holding out here for now. I don't like when price moves like this. It's too slow. Like, do something. You know what I mean? Like, come on. It's too slow. We need to give you something so you move, yes. What do you need? Down here, I am not looking for a short. I'm looking for a long, but 02 was so close. Oh my goodness. Don't pump yet. Please, don't pump. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let me get long first, and then you can do whatever you want. You can print. I almost think that either my computer is frozen or lagging. Why is this thing moving so slow? Come on. Come on, yes. Maybe I should have been long 03 already. Duck it. I can get long here 05, but then we're gonna go test 02 if I get long here. I don't like when we do this, ES. Why you play like this with me? I think we're probably gonna start pump soon if we don't get going to 02 now. Fuck, I should have been long 03. This is the difficult part here because it's like if we're coming down to an area of interest of mine, but are we actually gonna hit 02, right? That's the $1 million question right now. I could have already been long at 0350 with my stop up break even, you know what I mean? Like free money at that point, but could have, would have, should have. I gotta wait for my plan. 02 it has not gotten hit. Therefore, I got nada. Nada. Come on, come on, come on. All right, all right. Let's be careful here a little bit. Let's see if maybe I'm going to be interested if we get a trap, especially. Let's see how well 02 defends because we have been congesting up there for a little bit. All right, we just hit 02 right now, literally right to the tick. Literally. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Let's see if we can see a trap here. I need to see something. Could have gone long there right away, but if we just defend this level really strongly, I can always get in long a little bit later on, which is okay. At least I know that 02 will hold. Or we just simply get a trap right now. We're at 03 right now. Bounce is not very convincing just yet. Come on, give me a trap. 2-3 points lower, baby. Not convinced yet. We got a pop from it right now. Very small pop, though. Very small pop. I think I almost feel like we need a trap to the downside to be able to get that momentum we need. Right now it's testing. We got a nice bounce from it. A small bounce, but I need to see a trap. Come on, 3 to 5 points to the downside here. Reclaim O2 very quickly. It could be the beginning of the liquidity grab to the upside. Come on. Or the squeeze, I should say. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't really want to get long here. I'm not really liking the picture here. But there is a little long here at 03, having your stop at maybe 01, risking 2 points there. But I'm going to wait. I like my traps better. Just when we hit support after congesting that long, we could be in for a little bit more. The trap is kind of that, like, confirmation for me, if you will, that we could be kind of reversing here. Right now, there's 02 bounce. Not in love with it. We're at 02. I could be getting long here with a 1 point stop, but I'm just going to wait for a trap. I mean, it's a 1 point stop, really. 2 at this point now. Come on, give me the trap, baby. Ah, fudge. I'm going to try. Should have been from a little bit lower there, but I'm going to give it a shot here. Should have been in a little bit lower there, but I do like how we're kind of, you know, trying to test it, and we're bouncing from that particular level there. So I'll give it one shot here. Now I don't want this to trap, but there is a very likelihood that we could still trap to the downside. But nonetheless, I'm already long. Just worried if we trap. I need to see 07 get cracked here. I don't want this to be pinging around here now. I got 07 to deal with now as a speed bump. I would have loved to see a trap as opposed to just like a bounce support, or yeah, support bounce. Traps work better, but for now this is the best I got, so, or the best that we got. If we don't break through 07 here, I'm gonna go break even because I can probably just wait for a trap and then, you know, get back in long. It's starting to go, but I am understanding we could be consolidating here at 0207 level. We got to break 07 right here, right now. I'm literally risking, where's my stop at? Maybe 03, 02. I don't know. I could literally risk like $75 on this. So $75 risk. I mean, that's nada. Think for real. Come on, we break through 07. We get going back up the levels here. It would be nice to see one at least push from this 02 bounce. If we can get like 02, maybe to like at least 09, that would be kind of a decent way to kind of break it down if we are going to break it down. Wait, I need to see 07 get broken here. Or else, like I said, we could be going in for a trap. I hope not, but my entry there was a little bit late. That should have been, you know, you've seen those trades where I have my order set right at 02 and then it just traps. So that's why I kind of wanted to see what type of action we were going to get down here before taking the long here. And I mean, we got the 02 exact tick. To the tick, we tested it exactly. Look at this. Perfect to the tick. We get the push. And then I can see here we attempted to kind of break down again. And then we have this kind of like other candle reaffirming the idea that 02 does have a bounce in it. So the question now is, how much of a bounce do we have from this 02 level. Speed bump right now is going to be 07. I could be at break even and just kind of let this thing go. And in fact, that's probably what I'm going to do here. Just in case we kind of decide to come back down here. I can probably get a better entry anyways if we trap to the downside. We need to basically go now. Or I should just leave my stop where it needs to be, you know what I mean? Because we can come back here. It's still a bullish picture above 02. Whatever, let's see. $75 risk. $75 risk. Come on. Come on, yes. Balance not very strong right now. 07 acting up as resistance. So I might go break even here. We could be breaking down. I need to see a trap. I go break even. That's it. We're not moving it no more. Come on. Don't be doing me like this. I should have my stop under there, but I'm just going to wait for a trap if we can get one. If it takes me out, it takes me out. What's the hourly chart looking like here? Yeah, see, my stop makes a whole lot of sense down here, but no. No, I'm going to leave it like that. Unless I get a trap to the downside, I'm not doing anything else. So it just broke even on it. Maybe now it's going to start to go, but I'm over it. I don't like how we're kind of further congesting here. I want us to wait for a trap. I think it's going to be the best. Like I said, my risk was really small, $75. That should have been my stop there, but for whatever reason, I chose to go break even. So I like traps better. When we bounce from supports like this, it works, but after this type of consolidation, it could fail easily. And I don't like how we're stuck right at 07 there. So we got to read price. That 07 getting us denied here again. If we had, you know what I mean, broken through 07 and kind of congesting here, like that would be better. But trying to break down 02 here. I'm just going to sit and wait for a little trap here if we can get it. I'll make another trade here on the long side, but right now, I'm going to wait. $02.75. 02 holding again. Come on, give me a trap to the downside. Give me a trap. Anything, you know, like if we can go something like this quickly. Oh my God, that would be beautiful. Anything, yes. O2 getting tested right now again. So that's not kind of what you want to see with a support buy here. Taking hours, but below this level, I'll be bearish. And then, yes, I'm thinking for the gap fill, but hasn't happened yet right now. I'm still waiting for a trap here. Give me something. 3 to 5 points. Come on. Be nice. Yes, the other argument is here. Taking a long here and then having my stop for a 1 point stop. Could work, but I feel like we're going to trap or we're just going to go. Come on. Come on. Trap. 3 to 5 points. Come on, yes. Again, O2 holding up down there. Like I said, there's a small risk here, but I'm going to wait for a trap here. Getting tested right now. It's getting tested. No good. We need a trap here. We don't want to see that. All right, all right. So we got a little micro trap, 2 ticks. I don't know if that counts. We need a little bit more. I need a little bit more. Oh, come on, man. 2 ticks. That's not it. Right? All right, all right. So now we got officially, well, 3 ticks. Oh my goodness. I thought it was at least a point. Nothing. 2, 1 point. Come on. We need more. We need more, yes. We break down here, we go for the full gap fill. Come on. This is an aggressive long right now because I need to see a complete trap. Come on. I could get long here right now or 225. That's not enough. Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on. 02, 50, 03. 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Why am I fumbling this now? I'm chasing a bit. I'm going to have my 3-point stop as routine. I do like how we bounced from 02 again. That's a micro trap right now. Who knows how far it's going to go, but we did just have a little micro trap. My entry's super late here on this. I'm not in love with it. It could be that I've been sitting here for too long now. Fuck. Should have been long right there. I thought we were going to get further down. I really did. So now my stop is much larger. It's a 3-point stop versus a little 1-pointer. But I'm going to go right here. 3 points. So a little 13 ticks. I thought we were going to get deeper of a trap. You know what I mean? I really thought so. Now I'm here chasing at 0450. Meanwhile, the entry's right at 02. It's screaming it right at 02 there. But let's see if they can put in one bounce from here. I think it has to do with me being sitting here for too long. I should have just hopped right in. As soon as fucking price popped right back above, that's the entry right there. I know I want to wait for the dip below the level and then the reclaim of the level, but fuck it. It didn't happen 100%. You know what I mean? Come on, Leo. Gotta be snappy, my friend. What, I need another coffee or what? Come on. All right, I think we go through 07 now. Come on. Fuck. I'm pissed off with me because I'm not pissed off. You know what I mean? It's just like, why did I fumble it down there? Like my entry was screaming down there. It was like the chart was gonna come out and click the button for me at one point. I'm here sitting at 0450. Meanwhile, the entry's at 02. You know what I mean? Like, why? Now I gotta sit through this bullshit because I'm not gonna get out at 02 when I know it's support. Just acted as support. So why am I gonna take my support? I gotta eat my stop now. That's okay. That's okay. Take my sunshine away. More. I think we go through the 7. We likely go back up to the 17. Or at least to backtest that 17 level there. Come on, yes. Let's get some power now, you know what I mean? Some power. Don't be moving how you've been moving. Sunshine. Oh, look at that hourly candle. Oh, we got a new candle that printed there. I actually wasn't aware of that. I don't know. I'm not in love with my entry here, but can't do nothing now. Gotta just sit there. All right, let's fix this trade here, trade tracker. How do I fix it? Sunshine away. All right, so second trade now. I'm gonna just have my stop right where it needs to be this time, and yeah, I mean, not much to do. The way the market is moving today, there was really no need to be risking more than 100 on any trade. Here I am risking 162. My standard stop is 150 though, but anytime I can risk less, I'm always looking forward to that. I'm just a little angry that I fumbled that 02, you know, like I should have been already at break even laughing and not worried. Now I'm here like I cannot take myself out above 02. It does not make sense. It's a very different picture. I don't like sitting like this. I like being, you know, my entry and then being in the green instantly. Now I just got to sit through this. We're playing at 02, 07 it appears. 07 is still acting up as resistance right now. My entry should have been at 02. Because like that, with my entry at 02, I could have risked, or my stop would have been down here, right? That makes sense. You witnessed that I fumbled it. It is what it is. ES is moving in slow motion today, I swear. Slow motion. If O2 fails, we're going to go for the gap fill, at which point, obviously, I'll get stopped, meaning I'm wrong on this support holding down here. And then we go down, right? Whereas right now, if assuming the support will hold, I'm already long position. So I guess that's what the stop is for, right? To have it at a level where it makes sense that you're wrong. But it annoys me though. Been talking a lot about O2 level and then I'm long 04. Come on, yes. Let's do this. Let's go down, fill the gap, or let's pump and, back to some of the other levels that we have. You pick. Just do something. All right, so stopped on that. Again, my entry was too late on this. I should have waited for O2 to actually kind of do a bigger trap there. And better yet, if I was going to take the long, it had to be at O2 and then simply be at break even there. It happens. All right, gap fill. Got one pop, but not enough, right? We got a pop from O2 to 07. So short still playing out. Below O2, we're definitely gonna fill that gap. Now I'm starting to think, obviously, that the shorts were the right call since the morning. Yes, in hindsight, of course they were, right? But I just mean I was not gonna be bearish for no reason. So 2 trades, 1 break even, 1 stop here. This was I think I was asking for that one because I've been sitting here for this is the longest session I think I've been sitting at my computer for since months now. Damn it. Crazy sell off. We're down 3 points today. Yeah, I'm down about the same 3 points or 13 ticks right off here. I honestly didn't even need to be down. I was asking for it because I should have been long right here, right when we pop back above O2, and then my stop at break even. I'm the one who's kind of fumbling because I've been sitting here for too long now. So O2 kind of failed, did fail. We have this kind of little M here. If we can backtest O2, I'll probably take a short there, but can we backtest it? I don't know. All right, we can back to 602. Probably enter a short there, not down here. I'm definitely not gonna chase. I'm not gonna be buying here. Looks like we're gonna be filling the gap. Full gap fill we are getting right up to the 91. I would imagine we fill this now. Why would we not, right? But we'll see. So 91 there is sitting right there. I might just walk and then on the community there, I am going to trade again today, that's for sure. So I'm looking at a potential long of 88, 91. Maybe we'll just fill the gap and kind of, that's it. So I'm going to be doing that because I don't know. This thing's moving kind of slow. I've been here already pretty much all morning. This is the longest stream I've had in months. Lots of good levels here. A lot of good short opportunities there. Just, you know me, I'm going to stick to the longs here, but come on, yes. This thing's moving like a turtle today too, though. It's bleeding off slowly, but I like those crazy sells better. Like when we're like really dumping. We get to the levels quicker, you know what I mean? There's less bullshit, like less things. Thanks for the stream. Take care. See you, Chris. Actually, I appreciate you guys still over here at 12:17. I did not expect to be here this long. All right, I think we're going to carry the conversation on the Discord. I need to kind of walk a little bit. I'm going to be taking another long down key levels. If you want to know which levels, well, then you need to kind of be in the community there. And we will be bouncing ideas back and forth between members there. I'm going to carry the conversation over to the free Discord. If you're not there, feel free to join. The link is on the chat. I'm going to walk. I am going to make another trade because this day is not done with me and I'm not done with it. It's pretty easy day in hindsight, but I mean, I just choose not to short this future trend until we got weakness going on, which now we are showing some at 02. Yes, I only believe weakness came out in at 02. This is simply, you know, trying to pick tops here, trying to pick tops here, trying to pick tops here. But then again, that's my view on the market. All this pullback here is going to end with the inevitable, but I'm not going to jump to the next base right now. But if you're thinking that we're pulling back and that's the end of the world, forget it. Let go of that, you know, fallacy in your head. So while this thing decides to fill the gap, which was kind of inevitable, maybe, I don't know. You know, those gap fills are weird. They fill whenever they want. So I'm going to walk and I'll be, on the Discord. So peace. Thank you all for even staying this long here on the stream and joining me. So I do appreciate your support and I shall see you tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Ciao.